Good evening, everybody. Welcome to join tonight's European Study Talk. We are hosting a series of study talk in order to introduce European University and their program to Taiwanese audience. And tonight, our featured school is L'École de Design Nantes Atlantique. And it's our pleasure to have Anne here, who is in charge of international recruitment. And she will introduce all the programs and an opportunity for our Taiwanese students here. So let's welcome her.
Hi, thank you for the introduction. So a few words about l'École de Design Nantes Atlantique. So l'École is a private non-profit higher education institution recognized by the French state. And the school delivers two well-recognized degrees. We have a master's level degree organized in 5 years, and we have undergraduate degrees, national diplomas in fine arts, crafts, and design. And the school is associated to the University of Nantes. So a few words about Nantes. Nantes is situated on the western part of France. It's a medium-sized city, well recognized for its creativity. The city was elected European Capital of Innovation 3 years ago. There are several arts and creation schools in Nantes. Nantes is situated 1 hour from the Atlantic Ocean and 2 hours by train from Paris. So the school was founded more than 30 years ago and counts now 1,630 students from 40 different nationalities. We have a lot of different kind of teachers. So the main campus is in Nantes, but we also have studios in Benin, Brazil, Canada, China, and in India. So a few words about job placement from our former graduate students. Here you have the key figures for 3 years ago. And at the time, 18 months after graduation, 80% of our former students were employed in a job related to design. 17% of them pursuing their career abroad in one of the top destinations you can see here: Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Ireland, Mexico, and so on. Among these 80% of employed former students, 55% were working in agencies, 31% were working as we say, in-house designers in big companies, and 14% were freelance designers. We believe that every designer should have an open mind and to be open to other culture and other country. That's why international is at the center of the school strategy for several years now. And we have more than 110 partner schools worldwide for students' mobility. Because our French students have to do a mandatory semester abroad during their master studies. The school offers international programs fully taught in English at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels. And the school was awarded with the label Bienvenue en France that attests the quality of welcoming international students. The school, as I told you just before, is situated in Nantes. So as you can see here, it's written Le Studio France. And we also have studios in different continents, in Canada, Brazil, China, India. And the school is partner of a school in Benin, in Africa, the Africa Design School. And we just created the Africa Studio for students who would like to study at master's level in Africa. A few words about our rankings. So the school was among the 50 best design school in Europe by Demus magazine. We have a ranking in France called SMBG, and we were second at best master's ranking. We also are regularly cited as favorite design school of French industrial designers by L'Étudiant, also a French organization, and the Association of French Interactive Designers also cited the school as favorite school of interaction designers. I think the best way to understand what could be a career abroad or in France, here you have some former students who graduated a few years ago. We have Livia Ortiz. So Livia did a bachelor's degree, undergrad degree in Mexico, and she came to study at master's level at l'École de Design Nantes Atlantique. She graduated 5 years ago, and she's now working as a designer and learning experience facilitator back in Mexico. She did a program called Care Design. I will give you some more information about it in a few minutes. We also have François Hurtaud. So François is a French student. He graduated in 2012 and is now head of a design agency called Miku, situated in Hong Kong. He's a project designer, so he was working on different projects depending on the clients. Marc Tessier, also a French student. Marc graduated in interaction design in 2015, and he did a PhD at the MIT in the United States, and he came back to France after that, and he is now working as an investigator at Paul Léonard de Vinci in Paris. He's working actually in the research field related to what we call the interaction between human and machine, and the tangible interface between human and machine. And to finish, Clémence Palvado. So she graduated 8 years ago, and she did a program in space design and is now working as a set designer in Toronto, Canada. So here you have some example of what our former students are doing now. So to give you more information about our programs, here you have a diagram presenting what we call the undergraduate studies, BDES for Bachelor of Design at l'École de Design. So as you can see, most of our undergraduate studies are entirely taught in French. The first year of foundation studies is taught in French, but if you have a level B2 in French, you are welcome to join this program. And we also offer a new program called the Preparatory Program to Undergraduate Studies. So this program is taught in French, but is open after a level A2, B1 in French. And the idea is really to prepare yourself to pursue your studies in France, in a French program. We have, in the third year of undergraduate study, we have several programs within the degree called National Diploma of Fine Arts, Craft and Design, DEDMAD. We have one program in space design, another one in digital design, and a third one in industrial design. So give you more information about this the preparatory program I was speaking about. So it's a one-year program divided in 2 semesters. The first semester is dedicated to French courses at the University of Nantes. And the second semester is really a discovery of design and portfolio preparation. So the main goal of this program is really to improve your French level, and also to prepare yourself to pursue your studies in a French program in the school or in another French school. So the undergraduate studies taught in French are organized around four design fields: digital design, graphic design, space design, and industrial design. So this program are also open to students who already have a B2 in French before applying. And here we have our first international program. We call it the international class, and it corresponds to the third and last year of a 3-year degree, leading to a state-recognized degree called the National Diploma in Fine Arts, Crafts and Design. This program is fully taught in English. It welcomes French students, but also international students who already have validated 2 years of studies in design. And we also welcome in this program students in exchange semester from our partner schools. We have 3 different program. We have a program in industrial products, so really related to the design of objects. We have another one in digital media design. Here, for example, the project shown is an app for elderly people to create their own journey around le Canal du Midi. it's a tourist destination in the southern France, and this application is for the elderly people to help them adjust the kind of walking or bike they want to do around along the canal. And we have another program in retail and interior design, so we're really focusing on the space design, how to organize the space. Here, for instance, you have a shop in Nantes that was the way it was organized was created by our students. Now, a few words about our postgraduate studies, so master's studies at l'École de Design Nantes Atlantique. So every student who already have 3 years of undergraduate studies in any field of design, can join the school at master's level. And after a 2-year program, they can have access to the Diplôme de Design. So the Diplôme de Design is a master's level, certified by the French Ministry of Higher Education, and leading to what we call the grade de master. So it's really a well-recognized degree in design. And our master program are organized around socio-economic issues and no longer around design field. So if you are studying product design, space design, digital design, or graphic design at undergraduate level, you can join any of our postgraduate programs. We have 5 main topics taught in Nantes. We have care design, focusing on some kind of population like young children, elderly people, people with disability. So the idea of this program is really how to take care of people. So care design is about social design, of course, also on some level environmental issue as well. For example, this project shown here in care design, it's a medical center. The idea is we have students from space design background who work on how to organize the medical center to provide more an atmosphere that will be more comfortable for the people who came to this kind of medical center, because sometimes it's cold and it's really wide, and sometimes it could be difficult to feel comfortable in those places. We have a program in city design, so related to the city, but also all kind of territories. Actually, the idea of this program is really how to organize the public spaces with transportation, with new way of living in cities, but also in countries. So the program is really how to organize the territory. For example, here you have a project, and the students work on the different way to go to the city by public transport, by on bike, on scooter, and the sort of all sort of mean of transport, and how we have to organize our city around this new habits of using another kind of transport and no longer the private cars. We have a program in digital design focusing on the relation between human and machine. So it's really about UX design, UI design, and mostly how we have to work with the machine today and in the future. For example, here you have connected music instruments here. We have another program in food design, so it's really focusing on the food itself, but also all the packaging, the way of distribution, and I will say the new eating habits. We have a lot of people who are no longer eating meat, for instance, and how we have to organize and think all the products for their consumption. So it's really how to feed the planet. Actually, it's quite complicated, but also it questions all the way we consume, how we produce and how we consume. And to finish, we have another program in media design. So media as a way of communication. So it's really how design can make things easier to understand, to have access to information that are well organized. So it's really about information design and graphic design and data visualization and that sort of thing. And the idea is how design can be facilitator to organize the information and for people to understand clearly all the information they have access to on the internet, for instance. So as I told you before, we have several programs in our studio. I won't be long about that because of the sanitary situation due to COVID-19. It's complicated for us to know which program will be open in September 2022, but we have a program in Africa in partnership with Africa Design School. We have a program in Brazil Studio in partnership with Universidad Presbyterian de Mackenzie. We have a program in China Studio in partnership with Fine Art College of Shanghai, and we have a program in India in partnership with MIT Institute of Design in Pune. So all these programs are entirely taught in English as well, leading to the same master's level degree. They have the same main topic called International Design Strategy. So a few words about our double degrees. We have several double degrees only taught in French, unfortunately, but it's possible for you if you have a good command in French to join one of these programs. So it's a second year of master's level degree, and it allows you to obtain the degree from the school, but also from the part of the school. For instance, we have a master in companies administration with EEFT Nantes. We have another program in innovation and transformation of the companies with also the university and Nantes district campus. And we have a third double degrees in interactive technologies management 3D, open to students who are in the digital or media design program. I went too quick on this one. We have, could say, the second main international program taught in France. So this is the Master Industrial Design Strategy, Le Studio France. So as in Africa, China, India, and Brazil, this program in France is dedicated to international students who want to join a master in France. It's an immersive experience into the reality of design in France. So it's really how to adapt your design skills to another country, to another culture. It's also a way to have access to the French methodology, because we have a specific methodology in design in our school. We really place the users at the center of all our projects. It's really important to have this in mind because when our students learn how to create, they learn how to create for someone and with some specific details. For instance, is for young children, when they learn how to speak, maybe we can imagine a kind of object or game or something to help them. So it's really about that. And in this program entirely taught in English, you have the possibility to work on project linked to our 5 topics I talked about before. So care design, digital design, food design, or media design. This program is specifically tailored for international students who hold a bachelor degree in design. Most of our teachers are from all over the world. So it's also a real international experience during this 2 years program. So the first semester of this 2-year program is dedicated to what we call an integration semester. So during the semester, you will have to learn how to work with the French methodology and how a project is organized in France. And then from the second semester, you will have different projects linked to our 5 topics in Nantes. So you will have access to the design lab. Every master's program, care, city, digital design, food design, and media design are linked to a design lab, so research laboratory. So you will also have the possibility to discover the research world in design. And the second year of master's degree is focusing on the end of study project, that is to say the graduation project that you have to work on for the entire year, and you also have another project still related to one of the topics we work on. So this year we have 60 students from, I think it's more than 20 different nationality in this program, and it's really working. If even French students want to join this program because they want to work in an international environment. I would say a surprise, but it was great to see that even if we have the pandemic situation, and that also, of course, makes things maybe less easier, we still have international students in our school, and we are really excited that we were able to welcome them in the best possible situation. So now a few words about the application process. So if you want to join the school, you will have to apply on our school website directly until June 30. So the process is organized on an application file, an interview. So once your application file is complete, you will be asked to take part in an interview with the program coordinator and myself. So the tuition fees for non-European students, you have here the details for the both master's level degree and undergraduate degree, and for the preparatory program, you have also the price here. So if you need more information about that, I will be happy to answer. And just an last little thing, but not not that little. The school is situated in the eastern part of Nantes, but in September this year, the school will join a brand new building that you have here in presentation. And this building was really created for the school. It's a really huge building because it's more than 11,000 square feet. Building is on several level, and each level is dedicated to a specific needs. We have regular classroom, but project classroom, we have informatic classroom, we have the model making workshop, and so on. So it will be the best place than today to learn design in Nantes, and it's also great because it will be situated in the city center and no longer in the eastern part of the city. So it will also be easier to commute to this building. So thank you very much for listening, and if you have any question, I will be happy to answer.
Thank you, Anne, for the introduction. Really clear. Give us a quick look of all the program offer at Legal London Design and Nantes Atlantique. Now let's welcome the questions from our audience board. Please feel free to leave your message under the Q&A box. We will try to answer that for you here. First of all, Anne, what are those like support from the school in order to help our international students to be get used to the life and campus and everything when they enter right in France?
Okay, it's really important. I forgot to tell you about that. We have a department at the school dedicated to the international relation with, of course, our partner schools, but they also have to welcome international students. So every year we organize Integration Week at the beginning of the school year to help our international students to discover the city, because it's important to discover the city to feel comfortable in the city you are studying in. We also help you with all the necessary process. I'm thinking, of course, the visa application, but we can also help you when you arrive in France with a lot of things like social security or finding an accommodation. I don't know, opening a bank account, everything you need to do when you arrive in another country. So we help you before arriving, of course, and once you arrive in France. And we have what we call the buddy system. So
Right.
we have like French students with we put him in touch with our international students, and they have the possibility to exchange before the arrival in France, and once they arrive, they can meet and have the idea is really to help our international students when they arrive and before the arrival. So
Right.
we are here. We try to give you a buddy, a French buddy, to also give you some information that we don't always think about, and sometimes it's easier to ask some question to students, mostly when it's about the program itself. We welcome, as I told you, every year we welcome around 100 international students, and sometimes it's more than that. So we know how to help you, and we have a lot of answers to all your questions. So don't hesitate to contact us as well if you need, if you have any question regarding your academic background and in which program you can apply. But if you want to join the school and you need information about the school, about the life in Nantes, and I don't know, please don't hesitate to contact us.
For the interior design master,
We have a third year program entirely taught in English for students who already study 2 years in space design. So you can join this third year after 2 years of space design taught in English. But if you want to join another undergraduate program in interior design taught in French, you will have to have a B2 level in France. I think it might be the question. We don't have interior design at postgraduate level. I hope I was clear about that, but our postgraduate programs are organized around thematic such as care design, city design, digital design, and so on. So if you are an interior designer, you can join any program. If you want to work around social design, you can come in care design. If you want to work around, I don't know, sustainable cities and those sort of subject topics, you have to join city design and so on. So it really depends on what you want to do with your background in as a space designer.
I think we can also put it another way is that since you offer the chance to start with the third year in design, but of course I think that means should they be a student to apply for the third year, or if they already graduate or they obtain their bachelor degree, can they still start from the third year of the program at a school? Yeah. So yeah, as you just mentioned, and so they definitely need some academic background in design in order to apply for a master degree. So we have another questions about okay, this audience is interested in master design strategy, but she didn't have any design background back in his bachelor, but maybe she has some internship or working experience related to design. Would it be also helpful? Are they still
Well,
eligible for that?
we ask our students to have a background in design, an academic background most of the time, but it really depends on the internship and what she or he learned during her bachelor program anyway. So maybe the best thing is to send us an email and with the details about the studies before.
Resume or CVs
Yeah,
department.
exactly. And a portfolio as well, a book with projects, so we can see at which level we can join the school.
Yeah. Whether an applicant is eligible for
Yeah,
further
exactly.
application, whether he or she fit the requirement of the program he or she is interested in. So definitely,
Exactly.
at your side, you also help us support to do you say application review or application evaluation before they make decision?
If you are interested in the school, the first step is really to send us an email to make sure you are planning to join the right program for you.
Right.
and then you can apply on our website, and you will be asked to take part in an interview. The interview is really important for us because it allows us to understand what is the student project for the future, the study project, but also the professional project. It's important to take time to speak about all this together.
If we put it further, for those who don't have any experience in design, would you suggest them to start with preparatory program, or in probably they should consider other program such as
The
like
preparatory program is really tailored for students who want to discover design, but who already have a little French level, because in France there are not a lot of programs taught in English. It will be easier to join a program taught in French, so that's why we created this program. The first semester is dedicated to French learning in the University of Nantes. Then after that, we have this design discovery during one semester, and it will help our students to define their project.
And at the end, would you mind to probably share your screen again, probably showing the contact information for our
Yes, of
audience?
course.
See where they do a quick
Yes, here
screenshot in
you
case
have
they should.
my email address, so it's admissions@l'écolededesign.com. I suggest you to send us an email, so it will be me or my colleague Hélène who will answer you back after this presentation.
So if you're sure which program you are pursuing, definitely you can go on the website, check all the details. They have a lot of
Exactly.
a full list of the application requirements, also the curriculum, where you can find whether the program is suitable for you or not. Or if you're not sure, you can reach Anne and her colleague Elaine. Maybe you should provide what's your background. Probably you have some
Exactly.
resume or portfolio already have in hand. Definitely, they can give you some suggestions based on the material you provide, and they give you the better suggestions on your application.
Exactly.
I think that's all we have for today. But anyway, we have
Thank you.
your email here with us. So our audience can definitely reach you afterwards or when they are preparing their
Okay.
work and their resumes. Okay, thank you, Anne, for coming up today and join us today just side and providing us a lot of information about regular design. And I hope those information is helpful for our audience as well. Okay,
Thank
anything
you
to
so much
say?
for having me.
No problem. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you very soon, either in person or
Yeah.
online again.
Let's hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.